Colony Williamsburg is all the little gardens. You have someone's house and then a garden continuously. I wonder how old this tree is. Little sitting areas. I'd love to have a nice garden like this in my house. The way they have these boxes, the raised beds, but they're much larger. That's a cabbage. Look how pretty that is. Hey everyone, Happy New Year. Welcome to Rose's Liberty. I'm Robin, and I have Christmas is still bound here in this house because I'm getting ready to go through the order from MI Gardener for this year's garden. So I have tons of other seeds. I will be using other things, and but this is kind of a surprise because I ordered everything. They were great about getting it out very quickly, and then with Christmas and all the birthdays and the holidays we've been celebrating, I just haven't looked at them. And one thing is I wanted to wait and be surprised. So here we go. This is a huge package of seeds. Now here at Rose's Liberty, we are an urban or suburban homestead, plus we have 32 acres off-grid property. So we have a combination of things going on around here, and mostly I'm in raised beds. We are expanding the garden. I was just in Colony Williamsburg over the holidays, and oh my gosh, I have some ideas. I was like, hey guys, what do you think? I went out by myself, and then I went with my son and husband. So I am looking at expanding the garden. I took them down. First I went to Colony Williamsburg, and then I took them down to Colony Williamsburg. We're actually there on my birthday, and I was there a few days before. I discovered some gardens that were there, and I need to build a garden. I gotta build a garden. Just like Christmas around here. Let's see what I ordered. And it's mostly concentrating on getting more plants, more food into a smaller space, and being more efficient on the way I garden. Okay, so let's see. It's gonna be like Christmas. There's like 50 packets in here. So the first one is, I'm going for the different colors for the different vitamins and different varieties. So the first one is a homemade pickles cucumber. So a smaller variety that I can grow in a smaller space. The next is a purple bumblebee tomato. I love tomatoes, however, the rest of my family does not eat them, so I'm trying to stick with the smaller tomatoes that take up less space, and they're small that I can just eat them, quite a bit. All right, then we have the white Dutch clover. That is a ground cover. We use that at the off-grid property, so every year I order several packets of the white Dutch clover, try to get that out there as a ground cover on we do have about 2 acres in pasture. It's just like opening a Christmas stocking, isn't it? Oh, spearmint. I really am enjoying the mint that I grow out here in the garden. Lots of herbs, and I do like spearmint better than peppermint, so I ordered that. Next is chamomile. I had a great little crop of chamomile, and that's going to expand quite a bit. Speaking with Stacy from Off Grid, Doug and Stacy at the Homesteaders of America conference, my chamomile from last year kind of fell over into a bed, and I expect that bed will be mostly chamomile this year. So, the atomic red carrot. That looks like it's going to be delicious. And spring blush peas. Want to get a good variety of peas going. We like peas. Cherry bell radish. I love radishes. So dark green flat leaf parsley. Now some of these I already have a bunch of. I'm just reordering. Now one thing, if you're just starting gardening or you're not very organized, when you get the new packets for 2022, I take a pen or pencil and I write on the packet 2022. I'll write that so I will know when I organize these into containers, which I'll show you the system that I use. It's quite upside down right now, but I have other packets like this that are 2020, 2021, and I will make sure I use those up before I use up the ones from 2022. So make sure when you get the packets, put the date here. It's on the back usually, but put that date to help you use up what you have, and then you know when these came in, just at a quick glance. There is a salad bowl mix. I will also be doing these with microgreens. There's a lot of things that I ordered to have microgreens. Golden sweet pea. They're all getting stuck. Mammoth melting snow peas. thyme. I love thyme. I love historic English gardens or even German gardens, but the herbs in German and English gardens I really enjoy, so you'll see a lot of herbs like that. Rainbow carrots, one of my favorites, have had great success in plastic containers with these. If you watch on MI Gardener, there is a video from a couple years ago. He was setting up a whole bunch of hydroponics, I think, down in his basement. He was using the black containers with yellow lids. Well, I went out to our store and picked those up for use outdoors for containers. The black color gives warmth because when the sun hits it, it'll absorb that warmth in the wintertime. And I've had great luck with them. Okay, Georgian Southern Collards, one of our favorites. Black cherry tomato. Like I said, I try to stay with the smaller varieties because I'm the only one eating them. The giant Swiss chard. Beautiful Swiss chard last year. Absolutely beautiful. Dark opal basil. I'm trying to get these different varieties, different colors. It's also aesthetically pleasing when you look at it. The American purple top rutabaga, which I've seen these in turnips, so I'm going to be really interested in growing these and the turnips and see what the taste difference is and find out what the difference is between a rutabaga and a turnip, because I really don't know. I know I like turnips. All right, dwarf Greek basil. Jimmy Nardello pepper. These were my favorites this year. First time I grew them, and they're absolutely delicious. There's a little bit of kick to them, but not much. The dinosaur kale, another great favorite here. I've had really good success with that. The Hamburg rooted parsley. So I'm really excited to try that. My husband is originally from Germany, and I loved living in Germany. So anything like that has to do with the German culture or German in the name, most of those are coming from the Midwest, but I like to get them because it has that, draw to his culture. All right, so purple top white globe turnip. Those are very similar to that rutabaga. And watermelon radish. I have some of these planted, but they were kind of neglected at some point, and they're just sitting out there. They didn't grow very well where I put them. All right, the Jarradale pumpkin. This is one of the squash I do like to grow. I had great success until all the bugs got to them this year. And the neem oil should help with that. So curled Scotch kale. Love that one. It's still like Christmas. Virginia peanut. So I'm an old Virginia girl. When my husband and I first got married, we were living in Norfolk. We both went to Old Dominion University, and I was working in Suffolk. So you had to drive out past all the peanut fields. Most of those are gone now. And where I was working for youth programs and aquatic programs, I would have to go out to all the elementary schools out in the countryside, and there were Virginia peanuts growing everywhere. So I was super excited about these. I ordered them last year in just one packet, and I had them in some containers out front, and they did great until the squirrels discovered they were there, but they did absolutely great. So I'm really excited about growing these, and I am trying to plant much more out at the off-grid property. The problem is when we're not there, they could not get watered and that sort of thing. But I'm super excited about Virginia peanut that I got 2 packets, and I also have a few left over from last year. We'll see how well those germinate. All right, my gosh, we still have packs. Here we go. All right, all-American parsnips. Going again for those rooted vegetables because I can roast them. I'll take them, and it's something that historical recipes have a lot of rooted vegetables. Some more Dutch clover. Again, that's for the off-grid property to help that pasture. Pink plume celery. I did grow celery this year for the first time, but everything was so late with me because of the surgeries and things that they got about this tall, and then the cooler weather started coming in. So I'm really excited to get started with the pink plume and the other varieties of celery that I have already. This is a golden ball turnip. A 42-day tomato. It's another cherry, smaller tomato. Now I do have a lot of seeds that are for full-size tomatoes. I had a great crop of Cherokee tomato this past year. They did wonderfully here. All right, American flag leek. Better than Christmas morning right here. Dang, I ordered a lot. All right, so slow bolt arugula. Now I still have to put the plan together for what and when and where I am planting things. A shallot. Super excited about that. I love onions and garlic. I've had some really good success with garlic and onions both out here. The black nebula carrot that goes along with the red ones. And we have the orange, and we have the white, and we have the purples. The spring rapini broccoli. I love broccoli. I have not grown broccoli. The Alyssa Craig onion. The dogs went back in, but the red burgundy onion. I do have some of these. These did really well here. The golden Detroit beet. Trying to get variety. I know that beets are really good for you, but I don't really like the taste of the dark reds, so I'm going to try some of these golden Detroit and some other varieties. The Red Bull Brussels sprouts. We love cabbage, Brussels sprouts, kohlrabi, anything that's like that. I can't say this. Chioggia beet? How do you pronounce that? Champion collards, more greens. Hanson improved crisp head lettuce. So what I'm really trying to do with all the lettuces and greens is avoid going to the store, because whenever I buy a pack of greens, most of the time when I go to Aldi and I get the mixed greens, the organics, they do really well. But anything that I used to buy, like the iceberg and the romaine and things like that that aren't organic and from other stores, they go to liquid in the bag in the refrigerator before you can use it. So I'm trying to completely cut out that waste of spending money on them, and also have them go to waste in our refrigerator. Because, I mean, you buy it and the next day it's gone from spoiling. So I'm trying to completely cut out the grocery store as far as greens and anything that I need for a salad. Here's a red burgundy okra. A Burgess buttercup squash. I will be growing some squash, and I will be trying squash at the property. A bartender red radish. It looks like a carrot. Look at that. I can't wait to try these. And again, I do have tons of radishes already. It's a Blue Lake bush bean. Just always need to restock those. Lots of beans grow well. We're almost done. The giant noble spinach. Wonderfully delicious. And the Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. And that is it for this order. For 2022, that is what I've ordered. I'm completely surrounded. That is what I ordered from M.I. Gardener. I'm excited about getting everything planned out, figuring out where I'm going to put everything, trying to avoid going to the grocery store for a lot of vegetables this year. And if I can do that, I can save a lot of money by doing that. And it tastes much better. It's going to be organic, because that's what we try to do out here. And I'm just super excited about it. So come back and join us again soon, because I will be talking more about what I'm doing with these and when and where, and getting my act together for this next 2022 garden. So I really appreciate it if you could like, share, subscribe, all those kind of things. I would really appreciate it here at Rose's Liberty. Take care. Have a happy new year, and I'll see you next time.